A common question I see not only in my comments, but Discords and Reddit in general is, which Transcendence hero should I build as my second hero? So if you haven't seen my video on which hero you should build first, you should check that out. I'll include the link in the description and up at the top. But the TLDR is, generally speaking, you should build you should build Scarlet Queen Halora first. But there are a few instances where you might build Sword Flash Shia first. And I also will show that off in a video on my Marbles account. Before I jump into describing which heroes you should build and why, let me give you guys a nice bonus 64 cores of Transcendence. See if we can get anyone good or interesting. Plus, just get some summons for the content. But as you can see, I've got 5.6 million crystals of Transcendence already. So definitely going to be building a second Void hero on my main account for you guys in this video. So there are the individual summons. Let's start dropping some 10 bombs. I think I still need to take copies. We might need to switch that ticks up if we get one more copy of him, maybe. There's a carry. That's great. You can never have too many carries once you get to the end game. There's another Tix copy. Let's see if I have enough copies of Tix for that second E5 before I pull any more. Okay, honestly, we don't really need many non-light dark heroes. I guess I'll just add Eloise because I don't have copies of her yet. She's not really ideal for anything, but I honestly don't know who I want to pull with these last 30 summons, and I don't want to waste time figuring that out. Plenty more spheres, which is great, and you guys know I'm not gambling. Hey, we got one Eloise at least and a carry copy. So let's convert these 4 spheres into stellar shards, and then I'll explain what your choices are for your second hero. So obviously there are currently 4 Transcendence heroes before Vesta is released. Scarlet Queen Halora, Sword Flash Shia, Asmodel the Dauntless, and Star Wing Jahra. Generally speaking, Scarlet Queen Halora should be your first Transcendence hero. If she is not, the choice for your second Transcendence hero is super easy, as you're going to want to make Scarlet Queen Halora. That leaves Shia, Asmo, and Jahra as your choice for your second Transcendence hero. Now, Sword Flash Shia is kind of an optional second Transcendence hero if you'd like. Her biggest issues are she only really shines in PvE, like Flame Shrine, Broken Spaces, and the Arc Boss. She is great there. And PvP, so CCL, Ace, Guild Wars, IDA. Now, she is arguably the strongest hero, especially solo in PvP. So if you do care about PvP, you definitely might want to consider building Sword Flash Shia second. She's really easy as a solo hero. You can just put her in any real Guild Wars Ace or IDA lineup, and she can absolutely crush a lot of other opponents. She does a ton of damage and is really actually a good choice for the Arc Boss if you don't have an Athaqua on your account. Some downsides are you're going to need to have the imprints for her. She has to be V4 basically. She has to have a Splendid AMB, more or less. And she's not as good as maybe the other 2 choices in a fully optimized endgame team. Your next choice is Asmo. Honestly, I can't see a scenario where you'd want to build Asmo second. He's a great third Transcendence hero, and he definitely fits in a lot of lineups for PvP, but I don't really see any scenario where you want to build Asmo second. He's pretty decent in PvP. You generally want to run him with a few carries and or a few Ignises, but he's really going to need really Halora or maybe another Transcendence hero to start getting some kills for him so that he can ramp up and finish stuff off. Yeah, Asmo Cheese is pretty cool. You run like 4 carries, and Asmodel the Dauntless is pretty fun. And he is really good in PvP, but Asmo really needs a full team built around him. I think Asmo is an end game Transcendence PvP hero for now. I think you only build him as your third hero and only when you care about your PvP. Last but not least, and the hero that I'm going to build for my account, if it wasn't obvious, is Star Wing Jahra. Star Wing Jahra, it tends to be PvP focused, but I think she's actually going to be really good in Realms Gate, so I'm going to test her out there. That said, she is going to be better in an end game setup. I'm not quite there, but I'm sort of late to end game setup than a Sword Flash Shia. Her biggest issue is you're basically going to need energy feed. The reason for this is her active does a lot more CC if she has over 150 energy. And if you don't want to work out the math, basically, if you start with 50 energy, you feed her with a standard 8 Demon Bell feed, she will end up with 150 energy and do Rock Lock and or Cold Chill, which is really nice. You probably want to run her with a Rui or a Punisher. I'll probably run a Crown on her, to be honest, since my lineup's not going to be able to run more than one Rui. I don't have a setup. Since you're running Energy Feed, you're going to want to run like 2 V3 Rogans. She also really wants to be V4 herself, at least V3 plus speed nodes. So she's definitely a heavier investment team-wise than Shia, but I think she's a great PvP hero. And I do think she's actually going to be pretty decent PvE. I will show her off after I build her. Her CC will work in Realms Gate, so maybe I drop the Fiona I've been running since I'm going to take out Imprints her and show off Star Wing Jahra in Realms Gate. So since I have my 8 Demon Bells and since I have 2 Rogans that I made sure were ready for this, let's go build a Star Wing Jahra on my main account. Make sure we select the right hero. Whoa. He said almost messing up. So there it is. Star Wing Jahra. Hopefully I have enough copies of normal Jahra to finish her off, but I will be right back just to show her off at V4 and what build I'm going to use on her. Actually, before I finish building Jahra, I got 10 cores from the Glory Challenge for building a Transcendence hero, so let's knock those out and get one more sphere to get some more Stellar Shards, and I've got 1.25 million to use. This is going to be exciting. Okay, so the Jahra is finished. As you can see, she is E5. I'm running full Resonance Mage gear on her, all attuned for Jahra. She's currently running an HP stone since I'm going to run her tanky for now. But I also got a speed attack in case I want a speed build and a holy attack for PvE in general. I will probably run her with a Splendid Golden Crown since I'm probably going to be using my Splendid Punisher on ticks unless I change my lineup. And the enables I'm going to run with for now are 114, 12. I don't think she will need any speed since my goal is to have Haloras and Rogans go before her to feed her energy. And I will imprint her for another testing video. But hopefully that explains really the order that at least I personally think you should be building Transcendence heroes on my main account, assuming that, you know, no other heroes change anything. I'll probably progress from Halora to Jahra to Asmodel to Sword Flash Shia. Since I do already have that Athaqua, I don't care about the Void Arc boss as much. And I think for a 3 Transcendence setup, Asmodel is going to outpace a Sword Flash Shia. For more of my beginner guides and tutorials, you could check out this playlist in the top left corner. If you want to watch my Orange Artifact free-to-play tier list, check out this video up here in the top right corner. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons if I've provided you with any value and help me grow this channel.